very special episode. I would like to thank Nicholas, aka Alexander Mark III, for finding this and holding it, tucking it away for us until we were able to go get it. Now, what's so special about this? Yeah, this is a very common fan from the early to mid 80s. They're everywhere. But the difference is the one with the blank brown sticker in the middle. My mom bought this exact fan in 1985, and it was originally in our bathroom in our first house because we didn't have air conditioning. Even though we had the vent fan in there, this also helped circulate some air during the summer months, Same exact fan, but we never were able to find this exact one. Everything else had a brand name or some other variants, but this is the exact one. So this is a childhood fan here. And again, thank you for doing this for us, Nicholas. And now this is part of the collection, but it's kind of separate. I keep it in our spare bedroom, which is really my bedroom growing up with all my furniture and TV and everything. I'll get to that later. So here it is in operation as found. It's a little bit dirty. See, it's struggling. That's high. Here's low. It barely turns. Poor spin down time. We don't know who exactly the OEM was, but these things are under so many different brands. It's made in Taiwan. So yes, this is what a cheap fan would be. I mean, backing up just a sec, this may be made by, how do you say it, Kuo Horng?
Kuo Horng, or Kuo Horng.
It's a Taiwanese fan. That's the OEM I just mentioned. This was what would be deemed a cheap fan back in the day. That said, hey, it still works. I mean, you could have cheap stuff back then and it still be of good quality. But even this egg-shaped rear motor housing outside, identical. This is the exact fan. The original rubber feet deteriorated, but this video we're going to disassemble, clean, lubricate, and reassemble. And here is the fan all disassembled in less than 3 minutes. This is the front or back grill where the motor mounts. It's all greasy and nasty. Here's the motor itself. Everything. So all this is going to be run through the parts washer, and I'll show you how you load it. So this is actually our new parts dishwasher because the old one took a dump on us. Mainly the front handle latch broke. Plus it was having other problems. This is a Kenmore by Whirlpool, manufactured in late 1998. And it's almost identical to the dishwasher in the kitchen, which is about 7 years newer. We do have a video on it. We'll get to that later. I'm just mentioning this now in case anybody sees it. As for the labels, if you notice I have them all face up. As long as they're face up and not in the direct path of the water, it'll be fine. But the whole thing is to get this thing degreased and everything. This is what this will do. I put like a quarter on top of the label on that, so that's how that'll work. So currently doing laundry in the Speed Queen. So let's see, got this thing all over. What are we stuck on? Nothing. Just a little stiff, the rollers. I really don't need to close that because I'm actually going right into that. Around the China light, no heat at all. So, with China light, this limits the cycle time and other things. So we'll just do that. Water should already be warm. So we're going to go ahead and start with water. And then all the hardware pieces, as seen here, ultrasonic them. If it'll focus, it's being all weird. but just dump them in. There's the hardware pieces, and all loaded up, and I have the heating turned on, the red, so I'll get the hardware pieces clean. And just showing you how common these are, here's a fan we use for drying parts when we're done. Sometimes it's almost the same fan, but it has a dark almond color, where that one had like a really light beige and dark brown. But I mean, these fans are everywhere. You'll see them in thrift stores, but like I said, the one I wanted in particular is very hard to find with that blank sticker on it. Like I said, it's a special nostalgic thing for me, and I'm so happy I got it. And here is all the hardware pieces all clean from the ultrasonic, drying it with that. We use just a straight simple green in the ultrasonic, then rinse it off in the sink. Bam. And this is the unit after being thoroughly cleaned. Labels are perfectly fine. In fact, they just came clean. That's pretty much it. Do it the right way, they won't get harmed. And there's the label. So now begins the assembly process after I oil the motor. Well, I'm just running it through the parts washer dishwasher. Got rid of all the old gummed up grease in the motor, and it's actually already much free spinning, as you can see. Now I'll just put some good old zoom spout, and then it'll be good to go. And here's the final product. It actually fits the color scheme of the room, including this box, and everything's like falling together perfectly. Yeah. So again, there's I also have new rubber feet on the bottom. Camera's taking forever to focus. Come on, focus. There we go. And I showed it before, but I'll show it again. And of course the back. So it's clean, and as you saw before, when it wasn't properly lubricated or cleaned, now it works perfectly. Spins right up to speed, and perfect spin down time. Here's high. Just as I remember it when I was little. And it blows clean across the room. Actually, before I even oiled it, just running it through the parts washer, got rid of all the old gunked up grease on it, and it spun freely then. Now I just add the final touch. You re-oil it, and it's like new. Here's low. It's actually quite a powerful little fan. These are sold at Kmart and stuff. And so this is just a very special, another very special piece from my childhood. And it's back. Last time I saw it was in 1990. So, in terms of fans, there's only one more fan left I need to get back. Across the room, I feel it completely. It's a pretty powerful little thing, and it matches the decor perfectly. This little 9-inch Galaxy. My first fan, official fan I ever got, was from the same. It's the same fan, but it was the Lasco version. And really the only difference is the badging, and it wasn't this gold emblem in the center. But other than that, it's the same fan. I mean, so if I get the Lasco version of this, I'm set. Oh, and oddly enough, this is the Robeson version of said fan. This was Harley's childhood fan, except this one here is the one he had since it was new. So he's lucky in that aspect. But yeah, see, it's a very common fan. And look, here's the Galaxy version. Yeah, it's a Lasco branded fan, but yeah, this is an older one with the metal front grill, but it's still made by the same company. So it's very, very common. No big deal. Just my particular one was hard to find with just that blank center piece and everything. But yeah, that was it.